Have you ever looked up at a picture of Saturn and just thought, wow, that's the jewel of our solar system? Those magnificent rings make it the supermodel of the planets. But what if I told you that Saturn is slowly but surely going naked? Yeah, you heard me. The most iconic feature in our entire solar system is disappearing. And it's not happening in some far-off, distant future. It's happening right now. We are living in a special, fleeting moment of cosmic history. So, why is the universe taking away Saturn's bling? The answer is stranger and more fascinating than you might think. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at Saturn the same way again. First off, let's get the basics down. What are Saturn's rings even made of? If you were to fly through them, which I don't recommend, you wouldn't find solid hoops. Instead, you'd be dodging a blizzard of countless individual particles. Most of these are chunks of almost pure water ice, ranging in size from tiny dust specks to boulders as big as a house. Think of it like a massive, flat, orbiting snowstorm. For a long time, we thought these rings were as old as Saturn itself, a permanent fixture. But recent data from missions like Cassini has completely flipped that idea on its head. It turns out Saturn's rings are young, maybe only 100 million years old. That means when dinosaurs were roaming the Earth, Saturn might have been a plain, ringless planet, just like Jupiter or Neptune. The rings are a recent, and as we're learning, temporary addition. So, if they're new, where did they come from? The leading theory is that a large icy moon, or maybe a passing comet, got a little too close to Saturn. The planet's immense gravity then acted like a cosmic blender, shredding it into billions of pieces that eventually flattened out into the beautiful disk we see today. Okay, so the rings are made of ice, and they're relatively new. But why are they disappearing? This is where it gets really weird. The main culprit is a phenomenon called ring rain. Imagine this. Saturn's rings are constantly being bombarded. Micrometeoroids and solar radiation charge the tiny ice particles. Once they have an electric charge, Saturn's powerful magnetic field grabs onto them. It's like a giant cosmic magnet pulling on tiny iron filings. These charged ice particles are then funneled down along the magnetic field lines and rain down onto the planet's upper atmosphere. They're literally being vacuumed out of space. And we're not talking about a gentle drizzle. The Cassini spacecraft actually measured this ring rain, and the data is staggering. It's estimated that the rings are losing material at a rate that could fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool every half hour. Now that's a downpour. This process is stripping the rings of their mass, causing them to slowly fade away. But wait, it gets even weirder. It's not just a steady rain. The material isn't just falling, it's also changing the planet itself. As these icy particles fall into Saturn's atmosphere, they interact with the ionosphere, creating strange dark bands in the planet's clouds. They are literally changing the weather on Saturn. Here's your first wow fact. The ring rain is actually heating Saturn's equator. The energy released from all this falling material is making the upper atmosphere hotter than it should be. A puzzle that scientists have been trying to solve for years until they connected it to the rings. So, the rings are not just a pretty accessory. They're an active part of Saturn's climate system, a system that is actively consuming them. And here's a second wow fact to share. If the current rate of loss continues, the rings could be completely gone in as little as 100 million years. To the universe, that's the blink of an eye. We just happen to be lucky enough to live in the golden age of Saturn's rings. So what does this all mean for us? It's a powerful reminder that the universe is not static. Everything, from tiny ice particles to giant planets, is in a constant state of change, of birth and death. We often think of space as eternal and unchanging, but it's not. The heavens we see today are just a temporary snapshot. The constellations shift, stars are born and die, and entire planetary features, even ones as grand as Saturn's rings, fade away. It gives you a new perspective, doesn't it? What other permanent features of our universe are actually just fleeting moments we're lucky enough to catch? What do you think? We could save Saturn's rings, should we? Or should we just let nature run its course? Let's have a cosmic debate in the comments below. And if you enjoyed having your mind blown just a little bit today, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Sciences and Facts. We're on a mission to make sense of the universe, one incredible fact at a time. Thanks for watching.